Hello, Slated for Grace friends. If you could see like what is happening around me, I bet like if we could look behind the camera of people when they do videos, we would laugh because there is a smorgasbord of randomness out here. Buddha's last words. Do you know when I say Buddha, we're talking about Buddhism. That's what we're talking about. I took this Buddhism class in undergrad, which I loved. I thought it was so intriguing and so interesting. And my professor, she was this little petite woman, and she said, I can never pronounce it the way she did, Buddhism. I don't know, the way she said it, it was like lovely. But I took Buddhism in undergrad. And do you know what a lot of people say the very last words of the Buddha before he died were? Some say his words were, strive for excellence. Strive or strive onward. Strive with diligence. There's speculation about it, but strive is in there. That's a big part of what he said before he passed away, apparently. And I was thinking about that recently because strive is such a word of our day. Like that is such a word of the American culture. We are striving. What are we striving for? We're striving for more. We're striving for more money. We're striving for more actualization. That's what Buddhism is about. Buddhism is to be enlightened. Like the more enlightened you are, the more free from suffering you are. And so they were all about striving for this pathway. And that is America, right? I mean, maybe you don't live in that, but I think all of us in some way are striving for something which can make us feel very lacking in a lot of ways. When you open up to Psalm 46 is one of my favorite Psalms. This is what you read in verse 10, okay? The Lord God says, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still and know that I am God. If you were to look that up in the Hebrew, you know what it would say? It would say, cease striving. Cease striving and know that I am God. What would happen in your life, in my life? What would change in our lives if we stopped trying to strive for something more than what God has already given, and we simply acknowledged that we are not God, but God is God. He is God. Now, all of Psalm 46 is about how we are not God, and all these things around us are happening. Tornadoes are happening, earthquakes are happening, thunderstorms, devastation, suffering. All of these things are happening around us. And guess what? We have no control over it whatsoever. And then Psalm 46 comes along and says, all of these things are happening, but do not be afraid, because you know what? You're not God and you can't fix it, but there is a God and he is in charge of all things, and he one day will be exalted. He will be exalted above the earth. He will be exalted among the nations because he is the Lord Almighty. So we don't need to be striving. We can simply be still and know that he is God and we are not. I love Psalm 46. All that is to say, this is going to be real quick today. I have one of my big announcements for Slated for Grace, okay? This is what it is. Have you been waiting for it? I know. So there's a big announcement, there's a bigger announcement, and then there's a biggest announcement, okay? Today you get the big announcement at Slated for Grace, and this is what it is. Is this backwards to you? This may be backwards to you. I don't know. This is the next devotional that's coming out. It's going to be out in just a couple of weeks. And it's 21 days of praying the Psalms. Not reading the Psalms, not, casually flipping through the Psalms, praying the way of the Psalms. I sent a survey out to my subscribers. Some of you watching this, you probably took that survey, and I'm very grateful for it. I sent it to you several months ago. And one of the questions was, what do you want? In your journey of faith, what do you want to study about God? What is going to be helpful to you? And you know what I thought? I thought you were going to say marriage, parenting, suffering. I thought you were going to say that, and a few of you did, but you know what the massive majority said? They said, I want to know how to pray, and I want to know how to be in a close relationship with who the Lord God is. So, devotional, 21 days of getting into the Psalms and seeing how they prayed, because that's what the Psalms are. They're songs, they were put to music, but they're prayers to God. So how did these people pray? Because guess what? They're going through all the things that we're going through. Human nature doesn't change. Human nature is the same. Struggle is the same. Suffering is the same. It may have different properties about it, but it's all the same. How did they pray? If we could dive in and learn their words, then we can pray with more confidence to the Lord God, because prayer is intimidating. I know that it is. But as we walk through the Psalm for 21 days, my prayer is that you are going to be able to be more confident in how you speak to God. And you will be more quiet and still before Him, so that when He speaks to you, you will hear Him more clearly. So please look for it. That is the big, not bigger, not biggest. That is the big announcement of Slated for Grace currently. It is in just a couple of weeks. There is a new devotional coming out called Speak, because we want to be able to speak to Him. And we want to hear Him when He speaks to us. I love you, friends. If you need a psalm today, read Psalm 46. I will tell you, spoiler alert, Psalm 46 is one of the 21, but a lot of the other ones that you think are in there are not going to be in there. They're going to be totally different. I'm going to totally throw you off. It's going to be very exciting. All right. I love you, friends. Seriously, this is like propped up. It's seriously propped up on a Bible in this little ashtray thing. I don't smoke. It's not an ashtray. It's like a pencil holder. I love you, friends. Have a great day. If you haven't subscribed to slatedforgrace.com, please do that. Go to slatedforgrace.com and subscribe at the bottom of any page. You just give me your email. I'm not going to email you a ton. I really don't. But you're going to get a 7-day devotional out of it for free. And then updates about bigger, and biggest things. And you can also go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, like, what do you do on YouTube? Whatever you do that. I love you, friends. I hope you have a great day. Great day. He is God. You are not. And that's how it's supposed to be. May we rely on Him.